Hello everyone and welcome to episode 58 of the WMMA 5 series here on the channel. It's modern day UFC safe as we are here for this fight night in Brazil as Kevin Gastelum taking on Antonio Carlos Jr. as our main event. Also Jessica Andrade in Jian Yan as far as, of course, these two fought in real life and Yan knocked her the fuck out. I mean, that was insane that somebody at 115 pounds could hit like she does as far as she has some power in those hands, and that's gonna be a fun fight. Rafael dos Anjos and Vince Leque, as far as that's a 170 bout. Charles Oliveira and Islam Makhachev. Very funny that this fight is so low on the card, because obviously we know here in 2024, this would be a main event, and for sure, and this would be a very, very highly touted fight. But for right now, Islam lost for the first time recently in our save, and Charles Oliveira has had some losing ways in this save as well, so it just hasn't been great for him. And then Dominic Cruz taking on Douglas Silva de Andrade as a bantamweight bout, 135 bout there. So as for Kevin Gastelum, I'm glad he is making weight here tonight. As far as that goes, this is a middleweight fight, so I think that's why he made it. But yeah, I mean this is a tough fight for Antonio Carlos Jr. But both guys are looking to get back. Yeah, for Antonio Carlos Jr. for the first time battling for a middleweight title, but obviously for Kevin Gastelum had a great chance with Adesanya, had a great fight with him in real life, and we're looking to see a rematch here. He did lose to Darren Till after the Adesanya fight. That was a split decision, though, so he might run that back. Who knows? The Brunson win was huge, but if he can, because Antonio Carlos Jr., I believe he is ranked ninth. Would like to see him beat one more person before he potentially gets a title fight. So maybe Darren Till, maybe not. As far as for Antonio Carlos Jr., though, if he wins here, he's had a split decision win over Vlad Tavares, beat Omari Akhmedov as far as he won with an armbar back in January. Had a split decision loss to Uriah Hall. That was before the save, so we might run that back. But yeah, I mean this should be a fun little middleweight main event here. Of course, a Brazilian in the main event. That's always nice for the hometown crowd to be behind him. He is the underdog going in this fight, so maybe we'll see a crazy upset for Andrade and Yan. 12, 1-1, 5-0 in the UFC is Miss Yan, and then Jessica Andrade 12-6 in the UFC, 21-8 overall. So she's had more UFC fights than Yan has had just overall in her career. They're two of the best pound for pound fighters in the world on the female side of things. It's a very, very close fight. Jan is the slight favorite at minus 150, so another Brazilian as the underdog. But that's going to be a very, very fun fight. Can't wait for that one. As, of course, the 115 title is within their grasp for those two for the strawweight division. Jessica Andrade, she did just get 30-27 to Claudia Gadelha, but if she can get a win here, that might change some things around. Who knows? She did, slam, as far as Thug Rose into oblivion, so that's going to help her out a lot. But this is, her first ranked opponent since Lavia Renata Souza. That was back in July, which she won in 35 seconds. We'll see how that... I believe that fight, though, I believe they had her at 5'10 here in the save, so wasn't the exact Miss Yan that we're used to, so we'll see how that plays out. Dos Anjos and Vince Leque, both Brazilians, battling it out here. 19-11 for Rafael Dos Anjos in the UFC, 11-3 for Leque. They're both, in the top 10 in the welterweights as far as 13th and 10th. Vince Leque, slight favorite. He is the higher ranked fighter there. But this is going to be a fun fight. Of course, Dos Santos, 36, but he has fought a who's who. People just got knocked out by Tyron Woodley here in the save, but he's, beaten Kevin Lee, rather. But Keith Lee. He's beaten Kevin Lee, he's beaten Robbie Lawler. He beat Donald Cerrone, Anthony Pettis, Nate Diaz, Benson Henderson. Beat Cerrone twice, actually. He's fought Eddie Alvarez, Tony Ferguson, Kobe Covington, Kamaru Usman. Was supposed to, of course, fight McGregor, and that never happened, because then Nate Diaz filled in, and the rest is history. But that's going to be a fun fight, though. That's going to be a fun one. Oliveira and Islam Makhachev, though, as far as Du Bronx himself, Charles Oliveira. It's crazy, he's ranked 18th in the lightweight division. He beat Dan Hooker, but he lost to Beneil Dariush, got knocked out, of course, by Edson Barbosa. 3 fights in the same calendar year, and he had 3 fights in 2019. But obviously, he was going on a bit of a tear there for a hot minute, and obviously becomes the lightweight champion of the world. For Islam, same thing. He eventually becomes the lightweight champion of the world. He just lost to Maribek after beating Clay Guida, beating him down, too. It was a 20, mainly a 30-27, 30-28. That 29-28 scorecard was kind of crazy because when I remember, he destroyed him, just kept taking him down round after round, and it was beating him up real bad. We'll see what happens, though, in that one. That's going to be a fun one, for sure. And then Dominic Cruz, Douglas Silva de Andrade, the Brazilian taking on the Tucson, Arizona native as far as 6-2 in the UFC is Dominic Cruz, and Douglas Silva de Andrade is 4-3, so he's got a chance to have a losing record. He's the heavy underdog in this one, a plus 350 underdog. Dominic Cruz, of course, has been at the top of the bantamweight division, as far as even recently beating T.J. Dillashaw back in 2016, which is kind of crazy to think about. But also Garbrandt, also Ray Borg had the great performance of Pedro Munoz, though. That was very impressive. So I still think he's got something in him. He is 35, but I think this is kind of his last window of greatness, potentially, for him in this bantamweight division. As Tatia Nogueira against Macy Jessen, as far as Macy and Nogueira here, as far as Nogueira making her debut, part of the women's featherweight division, as far as 9-1 in her career. Macy's 4-2 in the UFC. This is gonna be a fun fight, though, for the featherweight division. Obviously, the women's featherweight division doesn't get highlighted too much because it's such a small division. But Nogueira, though, I mean, she's a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu world champion at one point. She's beaten Cyborg here in the States. She beat her with a rear naked choke, which that's really impressive. So as far as I think, she's going to be very, very tough. 5'10", big girl. We'll see what she can do in the main event of the prelim. Sergey Spivak against Augusto Sakai, as far as 15-2-1 and 12-1 for the Ukrainian polar bear. For Sergey. Sergey is a heavy favorite in this one. He lost to Walt Harris, but other than that, he's been on a bit of a roll. He beat Tai Tuivasa with an arm triangle, beat Justin Ledet, beat Amir as well. Alec Obari, that was back in September. See what happens here. But Augusto, though, as far as he is, as far as he got finished by Cyril Gane, but he did beat Marcos Rogero de Lima, which I did not expect at all. And he's beaten Tabor in the past. He's beaten Andrei Arlovsky. He's beaten some tough guys. So this is a good chance for him to really prove his stuff. And, Muay Thai versus Sambo fighting styles, I think, very much blend well together. And Sergey's giving him a good bit of weight, to Augusto. So that's going to be an interesting fight. As Marcelo Guimarães, as far as the Brazilian, taking on Bruno Silva, another Brazilian. But 38 years old, 9-2-1, 2-2 in the UFC here. He hasn't had a fight since 2016 in the UFC, which is very, very crazy. But really for this, it's just getting him maybe one last fight potentially in the UFC. For Bruno Silva, he's the heavy favorite. Of course, he took on Kevin Holland back in June, which that was a tough fight. Kevin Holland is obviously very, very tough, but he got finished in a minute, or got finished in the first round, rather, 329. He is ranked as a middleweight, so that's kind of crazy. But this should be a good fight for Bruno Silva there. And then Marcel Ador taking on Macon Boca Silvan. As far as the two Brazilians, again, both have 16 wins. Chuta Box, Brazilian top team. Both guys making their UFC debuts as well, and they're both ranked flyweights. This is going to be a fun one. Both styles, I think, complement each other well. Both around the same age, same fight experience. This is going to be a fun one. These guys are going to bring it. Those flyweights, it's definitely go time for them. And Gabriel Bonfim taking on Wellington Turman. As far as, again, Bonfim is undefeated. He's making his debut. Obviously, in real life, we know how great he can be. And then Wellington Turman, this is a tough fight for him. 24 years old, and he's 1-1 already in the UFC. His one win was Marcus Perez. We'll see how he does here. As 24 years old, though, 23 years old, a couple of young guns battling it out to kick off the show. Especially on the prelim side, I think that's going to be a lot of fun to see. Kevin Gastelum, though, main eventing for the 5th time. As far as two ranked middleweights. Gastelum, of course, 5th. Antonio Carlos Jr., 9th. Gastelum is the favorite, but there's a couple of backers for Carlos Jr. Two of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world on the female side, I think, is Jessica Andrade and Miss Yan. As Yan is 21st, Andrade 13th. Andrade, she's finished 3 of her last 5 opponents. Yan trains at the Evolve MMA, which Andrade is 0-1 against other members of that team. Jan still has a 9-inch reach advantage. That is fucking insane. What a reach advantage for Miss Jan there, as Rafael dos Anjos, Vince Lequay, as far as Lequay's finished 3 of the last 5 opponents. Both are world-ranked welterweights, 10th and 13th, as Lequay trains at Black Zillions, which Dos Anjos is 0-1 against other members of that team, whereas Dos Anjos trains at Evolve MMA, which Lequay is 1-0 against other members of that team. Lequay, 5-inch reach advantage. He's a Black Cat stat picks probably because of that, but I'm probably back Dos Anjos, to be honest. That's going to be a tough one, though. Charles Oliveira and Islam Makhachev. As far as Islam is the heavy underdog in this one on the Black Cat stat picks. That's kind of crazy. As far as Oliveira's finished 3 of his last 5, whereas Islam has won 3 of his last 5 by decision. Of course, Islam has really turned into a savage in his own right. Oliveira, I would love for him to jump up the lightweight division, but I don't know. So we'll see how it plays out. Dominic Cruz and Douglas Silva de Andrade. Dominic Cruz ranked 14th in the bantamweight division, as far as Silva de Andrade is 23rd. Cruz has won 3 of his last 5 fights by decision. He has a 7-inch reach advantage, so he is a big-time favorite in this one. I would be shocked if he doesn't win this one for as far as to kick off the main show. And Nogueira in Chiesin, as far as Nogueira has a 5-inch reach advantage. She is making her debut, and she's looking to get a big win here tonight. I have all the faith in her as far as for featherweight women's division goes. She definitely will be fighting for a title sooner rather than later. Sergey Spivak, as far as taking on Augusto Sakai, of course. Spivak is the big favorite. He's finished 3 of his last 5 opponents. Even though Augusto has a significant weight advantage over him, I still think Sergey's going to get this win, much like the Blur Cat staff picks. Again, it's crazy that Marcelo hasn't fought since March of 2016. That is a long, long layover, but Silva hasn't won since November 2018, so both guys have something going for him. For Bruno Silva, though, he's ranked, and I think he's going to get a major win here, and he's got a 6-inch reach advantage as well. The cards are in his favorite, for sure, and then our flyweight kicking off the show matchup as 2 men making their debuts, and they're ranked as far as 21st to 25th, is Sylvan. Trains to shoot the box. Adore has a overall record of 1-0 against other members of that team. First time they're fighting. Adore is the big-time favorite on the Blue Cat stat pick, so we'll see how he does. Oh, no, these guys are kicking off, duh. As far as Gabriel Bonfim in Wellington Turman, which Bonfim, he does have, he's making his UFC debut, but Turman is got a significant weight advantage, but still looks like Bonfim is the heavy favorite on the Blue Cat staff picks. So this should be a fun one. It's minus 330 on the betting line there for Gabriel Bonfim. Mark Goddard's our free cage side judges here. Turman looking significantly bigger than Bonfim is here, but a lot of support, though, for both fighters. Of course, Brazilians, and here we go. They touch gloves. Bonfim stepping in with the engage, and Turman with a jab. There's a beautiful straight right, though, from Bonfim. I'll start with a jab. Lands the right hook. 1-2 from Turman. Quick left straight right. Oh, and there's a cut above the forehead now. Left hook from Turman. 4-punch combination there from Bonfim. Now both fighters coming in, and both fighters can't land anything, rather. It doesn't connect with the left jab. Also has a right hook blocked, a right hand blocked, rather, excuse me. Pair of jabs in the exchange from Turman. Can't connect with the jab, hits a right head kick now. Manages a counter jab, lands 2 jabs, and hits a nice straight right hand. Counter jab, as he can't connect with sub strikes, and catches Turman with a right hook to the body. As they come forward, and the 2 fighters start trading blows. 2 counter jabs from Bonfim. Left hand, misses the low kick. Parries away a couple of body kicks now, countered by a couple of jabs that are followed by a right hook. Can't hit the sub left jab, lands the big right hand. Bonfim is left wide open rather, missed the right hook. Here comes a counter with a clean right hand, and they're going to check on the cut. Not a fight ender, so we're back on the way with about a minute left in the first. This Turman appeared to be trying to get in close. Oh, he catches the leg kick here, does Turman. Looking to get a takedown. Oh, well, Bonfim, though, pulls out and is able to get away from that takedown attempt. Now Bonfim misses a tinted body shot, gets countered with a pair of left jabs, followed by a leg kick that misses, and that's the end of the first round. A very, very close round, but Turman has the edge. So it looks like we might have an upset here. Bonfim stepping into the pocket. There's a straight right. Lands a left jab, right hand up, taking on the gloves. There's a jab and a good right hand. Doesn't connect with the left jab, it hits the kick to the lead leg now. There's a left jab, also connects clean with the right hand. Attacking with some strikes here is Bonfim, but there's a counter left hand from Turman. Right hand after the several left jab misses from Bonfim. Moves out of the way of a jab, moves into the pocket. There's a right hand after the setup jab misses. Counter jab from Turman is there's a left hand and a right hook from Bonfim. Man, Bonfim, I think, has came back in the second round and has won it. He's done really, really well. He's getting countered here. There's a right cross that just misses, though. Counter jab. Jab lands from Bonfim, but he misses the vicious right hand. Counter jabs from Turman, and there's a jab hitting home, and then hits him with a beautiful straight right. Great stuff here. Crunching right hook now from Bonfim, but he still can't rock him or even get him down, but Bonfim's doing good. I think he's won that one, and we're dead even going into the final round. See if the undefeated Bonfim can make it 15-0 as he avoids the jab, moves into the pocket. Turman's starting to breathe a little heavier now. There's a left jab, doesn't find the mark on the right hook though, but Turman with a quick kick to the lead leg. Both fighters standing and trading strikes. There's a left jab and misses. Oh, great left hook there from Bonfim after the left jab and a great right hook, and he rocks him. Oh boy. Went for the push, uses his hands to push away a weak short-range knee strike. So that Turman is able to, regain his composure, but it's not looking good. He's probably losing this round because of that. There's a body kick though. There's a clean right hand from Bonfim. Oh, we hurt him again. Snaps his head back with another big right hand, and down he goes with another big right hand. Goddamn, Bonfim, he doesn't have much left in the tank. He's going for the knee bar to try and get a finish. Not happening. So he's not going to get the finish. There's a couple of knee strikes to the ribs. There's some elbows now, but not doing anything for that. But he's going to win the round and win the fight because of that. 30-27. Wow, everybody gave that to Bonfim in the first round, so that's interesting. Yeah, that was a good fight, though. That was a good fight. Very much enjoyed that. Bonfim making it 15-0 and wins in his debut. As he praises Macaco Gold team as well. All of his sponsors, all of his fans are going to support him. So our flyweight contest, kind of big flyweights though. 5'6", 5'9". This is going to be tough, especially Marcel. I think Marcel's going to be a bit of a problem with his size. As Herb Dean's a referee, cage side judges. Again, both Brazilians, both have plenty of support. Here we go, opening bell, they touch gloves. Weak left hand from Savan. As a door now with two left hands, misses the vicious right. There's a flurry of strikes here. Three quick punches hits Savan with a straight right. It is now a counter jab from Savan. Throws some strikes to the right head kick, but Savan avoids all of them. Counter left hand from Savan. There's a powerful leg kick now. There's a jab and a straight right here from Adore. Wow, counter left doesn't connect though. Misses the vicious right hand as Adore. As he moves behind three quick punches, two of them finding their home. Bobbing out of the way of a jab, moves into the pocket. There's a nice jab and a nice roundhouse kick to the ribs. Exchange of strikes happens right in the center of the cage. If I can land anything good. As there's off target left jab. It's a kick to the lead leg. Left jab, misses the roundhouse kick to the body. Connects to the jab, nothing but air on the big right. Left jab, leg kick misses. Trying to get in close towards taking his initiative here. Trying to take his initiative. There's a left hand and a right to the body. And that's the end of the first round of the door. We'll be getting that one. Fails Savan with jab. Catches Savan with a low kick to the front leg. Looking for the trip. Can't get him down. So he wrestles into a dominant position. Adore's trying to push him up against the cage. Got him against the cage. Knee strike above the hip. Gets caught with a knee to the stomach. A side of the stomach, rather, as Savan waits for Adore to try and throw and quickly turns him. Creating enough space to escape from the cage. As Adore connects the left hand. There's a 1-2 from Savan. Adore clenches and tries to buy some time. He's trying to push him against the cage. Out wrestles him now. As now with a leg sweep attempt to the ground. Stops to the trip, then uses wrestling to take control of the grapple now. As Adore's trying to push him against the cage. He's got him against the cage. And throws a quick punch, doesn't hit it though. Adore's looking real good again here in the second. And Adore comes in. And right cross just misses though. Adore misses the jab, hits the right hand though. 1-2 from Sivan. As that's now a gash underneath the eye. Sexual feint leaves him open. Oh, here's a clean right hand after missing with the right hook, and here comes a counter. That is brutal. Savan is getting fucked up here. Another right cross. Man, yeah, that's another round for Adore. As far as Macon 7 is, he's going to need a finish. As he moves in, preparing to throw. Couldn't quite get the initiative he wanted, but he lands a jab at a straight right hand. Left hand avoids the big right. Starting to slow down as Adore. He knows he's won this fight. He just doesn't need to get caught or anything. Fails the final miss jab. Scores with the right cross. 1-2. There's, both guys are standing and trading shots, but it's a bit of a stalemate jab. Hits him with the big right. Saban, right cross. Here comes a counter, though. Misses off the right cross. It's a nice jab. Nice roundhouse kick. Oh, and he rocks him in the third. And down he goes with another big head kick. Is he going to finish him here? Massive right hands, and down he goes. Herb Dean's going to finish it. As what a win and what a performance from Marcel Adore, though. Gets the finish in the third round, and he looked tremendous. Another good fight. And another successful debut for Marcel Adore here as far as 17-5. Thanks to connected to the Brazilian top team for helping him prepare for the fight, and his sponsors for supporting him financially. Now, Marcelo versus Bruno, about 6 feet tall. As far as middleweights here, a lot of fighting experience though for Bruno Silva compared to Marcelo, and maybe Marcelo's last fight here as Corinthians MMA, Evolucio Muay Thai as far as MMA. We'll see. As far as both fighters weighed in at 185, but Silva's much bigger now. Getting 2 Brazilians battling it out, and Marcelo, though, going for the takedown. He's got it. It's a single leg. How about that? And then he's going to lay and pray. That's not a way to be welcomed back. Now they're going to separate and stand him back up, and Marcelo's going right back down, at least trying to. Drives him against the cage, tries to take him down, can't get him down. And now, as far as Marcelo's trying to block that, the dirty boxing, and it's just not looking good. That was a bit of a boring affair. For sure. Marcelo won the round, but yeah, not looking good. That's a force from an excitement level. Trying to get a takedown, couldn't take the initiative. There's a fantastic right cross from Bruno Silva and knocks him out cold. Well, that's a way to bounce back and avenge this terrible first round, knocking him out in the second. As he praises his team, is very responsible offense against for him. As Bruno Silva says, he can always rely on his punches to get the job done. That's a big advantage for him. As Sergey Spivak taking on Augusto Sakai. Mark out as referee, cage side judges, weight difference here. Spivak is giving up at least 25 pounds. We'll see how the Brazilian heavyweight does, though, as he is the hometown kid tonight. As Augusto lands a left jab, misses a big right hand to the body, though. Spivak dodges the right hand and counterattacks with a clean right hand. Oh boy, counter jab. Oh, here's a right cross that lands hard. Damn, 1-2 from Augusto doesn't land, and now Spivak's got a hold of him, looking for the takedown. Oh, he grabs the fence. That's going to be a verbal warning. I wish he would just take a point right away. I don't know why we're warning people. And again, he grabs the cage, and there's a point deduction. So now we go with and another third time, and there's another cage block. I mean, is it a 2-point deduction now? Jesus Christ. Oh, now he blocks it that time. Again, a solid base. He finally tosses him down. Looking for the arm triangle, doesn't get it though. A few right hands now, an arm bar, a couple of arm bars, can't get it though. Well, I mean, obviously, well, it should be about 10-7 if you're going off of point deduction. Yeah. So that's kind of crazy. There's just kind of no possible way Augusto's going to win if this goes the distance. He's got to finish him now. Counts right hand with a pair of jabs followed by a left round kick to the body. Fails the attempt to land, and he strikes in a combination with an attempted head kick. Another suplex. Somehow Augusto Sakai ends up blocking again. He blocks the cage again, and there's another point deduction. Jesus Christ. Another one. Oh, he doesn't see it, though. Mark Goddard, what are you doing, man? I mean, Augusto Sakai should have, like, a 4-point deduction at this rate. And now he tosses him down. Does Spivak here. Down he goes. Looks for the arm triangle. Doesn't get it, though. This has been the weirdest fight of all time. You have somebody that has basically 2-point deductions, which should have been 2-point deductions in this whole fight. Like, this is going to be the weirdest scorecard of all time, but it's now only going to be a 3-point deduction, but still. We still have this last round left. There's a straight right hand. Powerful straight right here from Augusto Sakai. Oh my god, he knocked him down. Holy shit, Augusto might win this fight off of... Oh my, he does. I mean, that's sad. I mean, that is just very, very sad to see that for Sergey Spivak. Grabbed the fence 4 fucking times, and he ends up knocking him out in the third round. That's brutal. Absolutely brutal. Giving thanks to Augusto Sakai, praises his team at Top Brother MMA. It's very responsible on fans again support him. I mean, that's just fucking brutal. He actually grabbed it 5 times, because, yeah, the first time it was just a warning, too, so that's just brutal. You hate to see that, as Nogueira versus Jessen, as far as Macy and Nogueira, Mark Goddard's referee, cage side judges here, more from the crowd for Nogueira, as we'll see if the Brazilians can keep it going. As now Nogueira trying to get some grappling going, not happening though. Nice jab and a right hook there from Macy, trying to get in close, but Macy again with a left jab and a straight right. The striking's looking pretty good. Crunching right hook now. Back into the pocket. Catches over the right hook. Boy, Nogueira's getting fucked up here. Another right hook after the jab. Left hook from Nogueira now. There's a powerful straight right. Knocks her down. Oh god, Nogueira's down. Might see a finish here, and we do. What a win for Macy. As far as finishing her in the first round, yeah, it looks like Miss Nogueira's going to have to work on her striking, because that was brutal. That's a hell of a win, though, for Macy, though. She thanks everyone to Fortis MMA for being prepared for the fight. They're sponsored for supporting and financially. Is our main card now. Douglas Silva de Andrade against Dominic Cruz, 23-3, 26-3-1. The minus 500 favorite Dominic Cruz. We're going to get a big win over the Brazilian here tonight, as there's a right hook that gets countered with a great right hand. Another counter here from Silva de Andrade, left hook to the body. Wow, Silva de Andrade is looking really good with these counter strikes. Oh, here comes Cruz to the left to the body now. Another trading strikes. Silva de Andrade's trying to put some pressure on 2 counter left hands. There's a straight right. Look at that, man. Jab and a right cross that doesn't hit. Jab and a clean right hand. Left hook. 1-2 from Cruz. They both step in. Goes with a high kick, misses. Throws some punches and a low kick. Cruz dodges the former. Checks the latter. 1-2 from Cruz. Nails the right cross to Silva de Andrade. Now Cruz slipping past the right hook, attempting attacks with the right hand. Left hands in the exchange. Doesn't land any strikes there. Now Cruz looking for a takedown. That's a great takedown. Looking for the leg lock. That keeps the guard tight. He went for kind of desperation there, but I think he stole that round off that takedown. That was a good round, though. Let's see what happens to the second. Left jab, left roundhouse kick to the body. Silva de Andrade with a couple of jabs. This low kick, though. Scores with the jab, has the right hand absorbed on the gloves. There's a nice right hook. Off target with left jab, left kick to the body, rather. Up top with the head kick, only a glancing blow, though, for Cruz. Now both fighters with a bit of a stalemate. Misses the right hand, bobbing and weaving, making 2 punches miss as Cruz. Quick kick to the lead leg after the left jab misses. Off target with the left jab, right cross lands for Cruz. Gets countered here with a quick left jab and a good right hook. As, yeah, Cruz is doing really good with these strike exchanges here in the second. Another head kick, but it's a glancing blow again. They meet in the center again as Cruz slipping past the right hook. It avoids a couple of jabs and with a hook that's avoiding the last possible second, though, unfortunately. As there's another counter. It's a brace of jabs followed by a head kick that's off target. Cruz now switching to southpaw. Another glancing blow with a left high kick. 1-2 from Silva de Andrade. So at least he landed something there at the end of the round. But Cruz is going to need, just to, as far as he's already up on the scorecard, Douglas Silva de Andrade is going to need a finish by the looks of it. 2 counter jabs. There as Silva de Andrade, 2 counter punches, doesn't hit either of them. Now it's a counter. Cruz left jab and a left hook to the ribs, and switching again to southpaw. It's Dominic Cruz. Neither fighter can really land anything now. There's another glancing blow. There's a jab, but the right hook's blocked. There's a glancing blow with another high kick after a single punch flurry. 1-2 from Dominic Cruz. To counter again, it's a right jab and a low kick. Counter jab here. 1-2. Doesn't land it. Off target with the left jab, scores the right hook. And yeah, Cruz, I mean, he was cruising in this one. He could have probably took him down and really damaged him, but he just knew the striking advantage was in his favor, and he was going to stand up and throw with him all night. And he gets a 30-27 out of it. Great win, 24-3 for him. That's a great performance, though, especially for striking. It's really impressive, actually. Is Alliance MMA. Thanks everyone connected to them and all of his favorite sponsors, all of his fans, family, and supporters. Charles Oliveira and Islam Makhachev. Boy, oh boy. It's going to be a crazy one. Mark Goddard's referee. Of course, Charles is looking for that 30th win. Cage side judges. Of course, the Brazilian looking to get a big win here tonight. They clinch up. Makhachev is the better grappler by the looks of it. Got him against the cage now. Hard stomp. Still trapped. Yeah, it's ugly, but it is what it is. Now they're going to separate, and now, again, Oliveira now trying to slam him. Oh my god, he slams him. What a slam from Charles Oliveira. Well, that was a weird round, because not a whole lot happened. Islam got taken down, so I was hoping that Charles would have won the round, but doesn't look like it. See, he got outstruck for sure. Islam going back into the dominant position, looking again to get him against the cage. Does so. Now he's able to wrestle out of it, though, but again, back into the clinch, and again, Makachev's looking to go into the cage, but Oliveira's looking to go into guard. Oh, with a vicious slam. Kicks him in the thigh, kicks him in the knee. There's a sharp kick now. Yeah, Islam's trying to not go down there. Well, as I say that, there's a takedown. Now he's on his back, they're pressing him down. Blocks him to the sweep. Is Islam. And that's the second round. Definitely Islam's round. I would say it's 1-1 going into the third, but that's just me. Again, trying to get him down, but Oliveira now, another leg sweep. Oh, doesn't get it, though. That would have been nice. Tries to suck him into the guard. No, they defends it, and now it's got control. Islam, man, he's looking real good. Looking real good, but they separate, though. There's Oliveira, and Islam's getting tired, but he's still doing enough to be able to control this fight. And, man, it's not happening, though. Just tries to maintain control, and it's just not happening. Shoot takedown again. Yep, got it. Oh, but he got a guillotine all the way down. Oh, he's got it fully applied. Oh, doesn't have time, though. Damn. Saved by the bell for Islam Makhachev. That is very, very tough. Yeah, I think 29-28, I think that's the right scorecard. That sucks, though. Islam Makhachev, I mean, that was a good fight, but it just sucks that Charles was so close to getting the win there in the end. That is brutal to see. Name checks. Everyone a fight spirit, rather. Team and all of his very responsible, all of his friends, family, sport, his praises. Oliveira for the tough fight is Rafael dos Santos and Vince Lequay, the silent assassin here. Both Brazilians battling it out. Very, very close to the betting lines. This is going to be a fun fight, though, as, yeah, Lequay weighed a lot heavier than dos Santos is right now. That's kind of wild. So here we go. They step in and strike. There's, connects the left hand. Dos Santos, 2 punches out of a flurry. Only finds the left hand. There's a right hook from dos Santos. There's a jab, doesn't connect, but he lands a good right hand. These guys are going for it. For sure. Leg kick, rather, from dos Santos. Lequay with a nice right hook. Santos now with a forced exchange. 2 counter jabs from Lequay. 1-2 combination from dos Santos, but Lequay avoids both of them. Left jab and a leg kick. 1-2 here from dos Santos, and he cuts him up there underneath the eye. Great right hook from Lequay. Great left hook from dos Santos. My God, I mean, it's going to be a bloodbath by the way this is going. A jab hits home, hits him with a left cross. Glancing high kick after the countering the right hand. Does dos Santos, and there's a jab. Right hand taking on the gloves. There's a jab and a quick kick to the lead leg. Doesn't connect with the right jab, but it lands a leg kick. The left hand from Lequay. They're going to check on the cut. Not a fight ender, thank God. And, man, I would say dos Santos won that round, but that was a very, very good round for both guys. Yeah, it's going to go, they gave it to Lequay. I don't know. It felt like dos Santos landed more. I guess he didn't. Oh, no, he landed one more strike, but he didn't land as many power strikes, I guess, than Lequay. But he did cut him, so I would say dos Santos won that round. That's just me. The other one's in the second. Dos Santos off tuck with a jab, scores the left hook. There's a jab and a good right hand from Lequay. Right jab and a right kick to the ribcage. Oh, my. Off target with a pair of jabs. Clean right hand. God damn, left jab doesn't connect with the leg kick. There's a jab and a leg kick there from dos Santos. Right cross from dos Santos. There's a vicious right cross from Lequay after the left jab, and he knocks him out cold. Incredible fight. That was incredible. That lived up to expectations for sure. As the 19th win for Vince Lequay. Tough fight for dos Santos, but what a fight, though. That was awesome. Yeah, as a highlights winner, an amazing fight it was. That's why I love MMA. Thanks for everyone connected to Blackzilians. Prepare for the fight and sponsor for supporting financially. Yeah, that was a crazy fight. That definitely lived up to the billing. As Jessica Andrade in Miss Yana herself with a crazy reach advantage. We'll see how this plays out, though. Herb Dean's referee, Kate side judges. Andrade, the Brazilian, of course, the hometown favorite. Let's see what happens here as both fighters missing, though. There's a left jab, the big right hand misses. Misses the left jab, kick the lead leg, off target left jab, hits the right cross. This has already went longer than the real life fight, as slipping past the right hook counters with a quick left hook now. Yeah, Andrade stepping in the pocket. No fear from Miss Yan, which is a bad idea. There's a solid right hand. There's a right hand again, as this time Andrade with the counter. Andrade gets countered with a quick left jab, but a right hook. Let's avoid last possible second. Left hook to the body for Yan. 1-2 from Andrade. Engage in the center again. Buys a feint. Yan with a great right hook. There's a reach advantage there. Oh, there's a head kick attempt goes after the great right hook here. As that's a great counter from Andrade. Hits the jab, doesn't hit the leg kick. Comes forward, jab. Kegnick with a jab. Catches Andrade with a right hook, though. I think Yan won that one. Oh, they're giving it to Andrade. Boy, I'm all over the place on these scorecards. Yeah, she did land a little bit more. Didn't feel like it, though. It's 8-11. Wow. Yeah, Andrade probably won that one then. Lands a left jab, right hand absorbs on the gloves. Yan with a jab, right hand taking on the gloves. Misses the exchange of strikes. There's a great head kick, though. Oh, boy. Oh, didn't rock her. Thought it would. Yan with a leg kick. Both fighters strike, but nobody managed to land anything, though. Both Fight is looking for kicks here. Leg kicks and body kicks not happening. And there's another feint bought by Andrade. There's a counter here. Dodges the right hand, counter ducks with a quick left jab and a nice right hook. Boy, Yana's looking really good here. The counter striking has been incredible. And there's a vicious right cross and knocks her down. Looking to finish the fight here, and she does. Miss Fury herself. We might just see the two Chinese women battling it out for the strawweight title. It's looking like it. Yes, that was a great performance from her. Praising her team of the WMMA, a very responsive, and all of her fans came out to support her. As our main event, Kevin Gastelum and Antonio Carlos Jr. as her being the referee, cage side judges. Here we go. Antonio Carlos Jr. looking to get the big win here in Brazil. There's a left cross that lands hard though after the right hand is Gastelum. Boy, he's looking for it now. He may have broken his own hand here. Oh wow, as Gastelum. That is not good. The first minute in a 5-round, 5-minute fight. That is not what you need. Sweep in here from Antonio Carlos Jr. Trying to pass guard, and he's got him firmly in guard. Now reaches up, trying to get an arm here. Oh, and he got him! With a broken hand. Gets an arm bar. How about that? Straighten it out and gets the win in the first round. What a win for Kevin Gastelum. 18th win of in as, boy, what a submission victory, though. I mean, Cesar Gracie Jiu-Jitsu definitely would have learned that one in a training camp for sure, and just working on that, and watching the replay of the finish. Kevin Gastelum says the confidence of submission games all-time high. What a win! Yeah, I mean that was a very fun card though. The main event or the main card delivered for sure. Prelims even did well. Just that first round of the Marcelo Bruno fight. And other than that, crazy that Sergey Spivak got screwed in that one as well. But critical rating 77, commercial rating 73. I'm sure we're going to get some flack for that. Yeah, a little bit. But that's alright. We increased in Mexico and Africa, though. At least there's something. There's some positive there. Yeah, that was, boy, we actually lost a good bit. Or, no, Africa, but we increased a good bit in, in Central America. I guess that would be, that would be more actual South America. This is Central America, Jesus. But, yeah, what a win. What a win, what a performance for Kevin Gastelum. I'm definitely going to give Jan a performance bonus. They beat the fuck out of each other. Vince Lequay and Rafael dos Anjos. That was a very, very fun fight. Trying to think. I'm going to give one to Spivak, man. I mean, he got fucking screwed. That was tough to see. And yeah, I think that will do it. And it still made $1 million. Good shit. Good shit. Yeah, the ads definitely helped us out there. And so that will do it, though, for this episode. Thank you all for watching, as we'll catch you guys next time for the next installment here of the WMMA 5 series. As an Invicta card. Is my God, you know, this has been quite the save with Kevin Lee now as the lightweight champion. There's just so many things changing. We're still waiting on somebody to have a good idea for a challenge for Anthony Smith, because, you know, as far as I've been really wanting, part of me is like, should I just let it be Yuri Prochazka and Anthony Smith? I just don't think he's ready for it. It's a tough go of it, but yeah, the next fight is on the ABC card, of course, so we get to see Robbie Lawler and Roy McDonald 3. Boy, oh boy. A lot of years in the making for that one, and that's going to be a fun one to see. As, yeah, we'll catch you guys next time. Take care, everyone.